There's an old saying that goes, early to bed, early to rise, makes the Bobcats win. All right, that isn't exactly how the saying goes, but that's a philosophy that Ohio football has subscribed to for Spring Ball 2014. The Cats have to get to bed early because practice is early. 7 o'clock practices inside the brand new Walter Fieldhouse. There's something to be said about getting up and getting after it early on in the day. There's a commitment factor there. There's a discipline there. And most certainly, that could lead to wins when it comes to winning time in the season of 2014.
We're trying to make sure they're more disciplined, whether it's in the classroom or on the practice field or in games. And just another thing to get them to take care of business, get up, set the alarm, and then get over here. And we've really had a good response to that. So they've kind of bought into what we're trying to do.
We just want to be accountable for one another. So, I mean, just the little things, everybody showing up on time to 6:15. If you don't show up on time, you get have extra running on Sunday. So, I mean, it's just some of these little things this spring have gotten us more accountable towards everybody on the team.
This is the first spring without many of the mainstays that we've grown accustomed to seeing over the past few years for Bobcat football. You can't win a job in April, but you could put in the work to help you win a job in April.
Well, we still got some things we want to put in, one, and the second thing is just keep polishing our technique. I mean, there's still some breakdowns technique-wise by really all the positions. So if we can clean that up in the next few practices, then we should be ready to go for the spring game.
Spring ball is a 4-week process. 3 weeks are in the books. That means one more week of work time before the spring game.
As an offense, we're real young, so I mean, we've been trying to work in a lot of new people, a lot of new faces, so we can't install as much as we want every day. So I mean, what we do install, we have to make sure that we've been on top of it like we have been, and the guys have came along a long way from day one of camp. If you've watched, we were just all over the place. So I mean, we've been more organized from that standpoint.
This has been the winter to forget in Southeast Ohio, and we might not actually have a spring at all. So the Bobcats have really appreciated coming inside to the brand new Walter Fieldhouse to do their work.
We've had, I think, 12 practices, and there was probably 3 or 4 that we'd have possibly had to cancel because of the weather. So the guys, I think, are okay to go in the morning, which gets them up early, but the indoor facility helps the intensity and the effort, I think, and the focus, just because they know it's great conditions in here.
This isn't exactly breaking news. However, it is news. We can report that the roof did its job. And for the first time, when it's raining in Athens during spring ball, the Cats have been safe and dry inside the multi-purpose facility. The Walter Fieldhouse is doing its job, and the Cats are loving it. Spring ball concludes next Saturday with the spring game at Peden Stadium at 2 o'clock. We'll broadcast on Power 105 in Southeast Ohio at OhioBobcats.com. That's coverage of Spring Ball 2014 with Ohio football. With Tanner Smith and Tony Germain, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.